Hey, good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining me on another episode of A Sister's Trust. Well, I didn't come here to stay because I still got to exercise. I still got to have my quiet time with God. I got a lot to do. And I might be hanging out with my daughter this morning and going grocery shopping. We'll see how that plays out. But anyway, I want to stop in and tell you of a delicious snack that you can make for yourself. You know how sometimes you want some ice cream, or you just want something cold, or you done ate a good meal, but something say, I need something sweet and everything, and just, well, a lot of it is dealing with that mind over matter, right? You're working on not bringing stuff in the house that you know that you can't, control yourself. I know for me, because I get kind of greedy. And so I try to think about what can I do and not make it boring. And this is supposed to be a life change. And what can I do and don't get in a rut? But I thought about something good you can make. So at church yesterday, or after church, me and my friend, we was talking about shakes. And I really wanted a shake. I just wanted one, a good shake. I've got a shake in it, didn't have no sweetness or whatever. That ain't a good shake to me. I want something, if I'm going to take time to eat it or drink it, I want it to taste good. So anyway, we talked about, well, you need to make it yourself so that you could be satisfied. And it wasn't really what I was thinking, but I said, you know what? I know that when I make my protein shakes, they do taste good if you make it good. Now, I don't like to mix a lot of things in because I'm trying to watch my my weight journey and all that type of stuff, which is a life change. So, and then sometimes you know how you make stuff and then you don't want it. Well, that's what happened to me yesterday. So anyway, long story short, I made my shake, right? And then I decided to put it in the freezer. Because sometimes when you freeze things, it reminded me of like when I used to be from Panama City, they used to call them juleps. And then when I moved to this part of Florida, the southern part of Florida, they would call them frozen cups. And so you put it in there, and you know how you get it and you scrape it. But I noticed too, if you let it sit a bit, it becomes soft and good and yummy. Okay, so what I had used was a little bit of my protein shake. Now this one is a plant-based, and I'm sure you can use whatever shake that you're using for your journey. But this one is a protein base. It's a plant base, with protein supplement. And it said it's vanilla. But if you use 2 scoops, it's like 190 calories. It's got 6 carbs in it. And it does have I think it's 30 grams of the protein. Now for my program, I need 60 grams a day. So I'm not really trying to live on the shakes and everything. And actually for what I made for this dessert I'm going to tell you guys about, I only use 1 scoop. So really I'm getting at least 15 proteins in this, and my daily is supposed to be 60. And part of that liquid. So what I did was I have like a shake, how you get the little blenders and you push the button and it, blends everything up. Now, me and this technology and the right words might not work out, but you get what I'm saying. So I used like up to here, which was 8 ounces of I like to use my almond milk. Okay, now my almond milk is also a plant. It just ended up being plant-based. That's just what I got. And I like it because when you use 1 cup, it's only 30 calories. Really the carbs, the cancel out itself because it's 1 fiber, 1 carb, but it's only 1 protein. I'm not trying to live off of it, but that's another protein. So I used a cup of this, and I wanted some different taste in there, so I put it in a banana. One thing I would say, you don't want to put a whole bunch of fruit in and make sure you add it up if you're going to use fruit, because when you break stuff down, it's more than that little liquid that it could really turn to a lot. I used one of my little 5-calorie Kool-Aid packs, which I drink with my water anyway. And so it was only 5 calories. But for this shake, because I started off wanting a shake, I use this, what they call a success pack. And I had bought it from Publix. And they make like little smoothies. And I just poured a little few drops in it, actually. So you don't really need that. So I would say, get your little good Kool-Aid pack. Like I really gonna, when I go to the store today, I'm gonna get strawberry, like a deep strawberry. Because I want to make a strawberry shake. And like I said, you could put like a little piece of fruit in there. Some, whatever. I mean, don't overdo it with the fruit. But it could make like your own little ice cream. Because when you get it and you let it freeze, and when I say scrape it like a frozen cup, it reminds me of that. See? And it's really good. So today I'm going to go to that little Dollar Tree. I'm going to get me, because I think you can buy these little cups like for $1 or something like that, I believe. And I'm going to make them up and put them in my freezer. And when I get that desire and that urge just to have something sweet or just sit. And the cool thing, they've been talking about eating stuff slow. And I've been trying to eat something slow. I feel like I'm chewing to no time. I don't know what's going on. Because I don't want to do the opposite of what I'm supposed to be doing. And maybe I'm just through eating. But with this, when you got to sit and scrape, it's going to take a while. If you're a fidgety person, it'll help you while you're being fidgety. And to take your time. You can do it while you're eating, while you're watching a movie. It's not going to be that much calories. It's only 1 scoop, so you divide 1 scoop into 190. What is that, like 85 or something like that? I think 85 calories. So 85 calories, 0 carbs. The almond milk, yeah, let's see. So with the carbs, so you say, okay, with a whole 2 scoops, it's 6 carbs, so 3 carbs. So just to see, you got 4 carbs, 85 calories, 4 carbs. And then whatever you figure out your banana or your fruit is, put it in your blender. Oh yeah, I added like 8 cubes, those little small cubes of ice, and I blended it up. Blended everything in my little cup. Just pour it in your cup and let it freeze. So that's my tip for today. I hope that works for you, because sometimes we need stuff. We need stuff. And I'm just telling you, that's just like it is. So let me go. It's time for me to exercise. So I did get off a total of 38 pounds. I guess like it's a mental thing for me, just being, because my body is moving slow. But I did get off those 38 pounds. And like I said last night, I came up with my little dessert I could come up with. I could watch a movie. This could be my middle of the night snack. Or, you know how you're trying to be done eating at least 2 hours before you go to bed. I go to bed late. And so I guess when I want to have an urge or something, I can get this. I got to feel I'm going to be buying like 8 cups. But that's what I'm working on. I'm not buying too much. I'm going to buy my little 4 cups. So I would imagine this would be, you know, each, that serving made this size cup. So I'll just make me up a whole bunch of little servings, put them in the freezer, and just pull it out when I get ready. And just go through that motion. But I'm going to make it. And I look forward to having big differences in my life. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I got things to do, and I'm sure you do too. Thank you for joining me. Share me with your friends. Please subscribe and like. And I'll talk to you in the future. Oh, yeah. And I'm learning how to do that TikTok. So I'm going to try to put this on there. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm just learning. But anyway, blessing to all of you. And may God bless your day.